Okay, so my first video, I've already given a several minute introduction to the to this video, and if I post any more, but first one, this video is going to be about self-tapes and what I've learned about them. So let's jump right in. I have a list of different points all about self-tapes, and so here we go. Number one, never look into the camera like I'm doing right now unless you're specifically asked to. So casting directors or directors of really any kind, it depends on if you're doing on-camera work or theater work, they don't want to see you engage with the camera because most on-camera work, you're not talking to the camera. And again, they'll tell you if they want you to do that. And then for theater auditions, for self-tapes, you, again, aren't picking one person in the audience that you are delivering your whole monologue or dialogue to. So stay clear of looking into the camera when you give your monologue or dialogue unless they ask you. It's just, I think, a rule all around to not do that. In that, you want to find points. We've done this in acting before in our classes. If you have taken some classes with Mark or whoever, find a point that you give your monologue to. Usually you don't want it to be too far away from the camera itself, because if I'm giving my monologue over here, you're only getting what, like this much of my face? And the whole point of self-tapes is to see you. So make it sort of closer to the camera. I have a dot that I've pinpoint. And since it's, for me, more to the right, I guess for you to the left of the camera, a trick that I can even do to keep more of my face in it is to tilt my body in the opposite direction, look to that point, and give my monologue. Now, if you have multiple people, characters in your scene that you're talking to, another tip is to pinpoint them on opposite ends of the camera. And even going further, let's say this person that I pinpointed, I am fond of, I like, and then person on this side of the camera I don't like. And you can play with those. I mean, this acting is playing. So play with those spots. This person I can talk to like this, and then when I have to deliver a line to this person, I might get more stiff, or I might not look at them because I'm ticked off at them. But this person I might be closer to. And so, yeah, use body language as well. They want to see you, they want to be interested, and pick points and make them characters. Talk to them. Oh, within that, react. Something that I found in several different things is that when we give monologues, we tend to just think like it's us just speaking to a character. And so it's like all about us, and we get in our heads. But what I found in my research is like engage with this person that may not even be there if you're just, my paper fell, if you're giving a monologue. So recently I auditioned for this season of plays at this one playhouse, and they gave you a whole bunch of monologues that you could do. So picked whatever, I picked an like interrogating one. And so I was looking at my person, who I was giving this monologue to, and since it was interrogating, I had to find a reason to why they weren't responding. And I would push you to do that into all of your monologue work. Sort of like, Mrs. Langstreet, where did you put the money? Let me rephrase. Okay, that was not great, but you know what I mean? They want to be interested. Person watching, the casting director wants to know what's going on that they can't see. That's how you grab interest. So pretend like the person you're speaking to is reacting. I'm not talking about going crazy, but like, or being, I'm not saying to go more than needed, but have fun. Imagine what that character is doing and talk with them, even though they're not there. You're an actor. That's how you play imaginary. Okay, my paper. Okay, so practicality-wise of taking a self-tape. You want about 2 fingers. I always get like self-conscious of my armpits. Like I shaved, but I'm just, okay. 2 fingers above your head is what you want, and then to up here. That's the sort of frame that you want, because they're interested in really what your face is doing. Now, most of the research that I've done is more specifically for on-camera work because I'm in Pittsburgh and I'm finding more auditions for on-camera work than I am for playhouses, kind of. But, so give them this. Again, if you're auditioning for a character that has a little bit more physicality, I would say make the artistic choice. Again, this is me. What I told you before was things that I've learned. This is me. But make the artistic choice to maybe show a little bit more of your body so they can see how your body gauges in with your acting. Okay, number 3, 3-point lighting is really the best that you can do. That's what I'm using right now. I was using a ring light, which is fine, and I was using my cell phone to record, but I found through different videos that your camera can or your smartphone, whatever, can distort your face a little bit, and my nose just looked a little weird. I mean, it's really no big deal, but I figured I have a camera to use, so I might as well use the best that I have. And so I'm no longer using a ring light, and I got a lighting setup from Amazon for $85, and I know that sounds super expensive because it was paying for it, but I thought it's an investment into my career. So 3-point lighting, one, and then one behind you to separate you from the wall, give the view some dimension, and then here really to hide away from shadows. I really did set these up good enough though before this. I think they maybe should be a little closer to me. Yeah, so these get rid of, hopefully, shadows in the background because you just want to eliminate anything that can possibly distract the casting director, whoever's watching your self-tape, from being interested or paying attention. And so that's really the whole point of all these practical things, is eliminate all possible distractions. If your hair is in your face, that's distracting. They're gonna be feeling I can't see you all the way, getting irritated because they can't, it's just distracting. Clothing, what you're wearing, plays a huge part in that too. So no crazy patterns for your headshots. I'm sure you've learned this, so this probably isn't new to you, but no crazy patterns. Background on the wall, you want a solid background, and yeah. So clothing, I would suggest dressing like the character that you're auditioning for. And I'm not saying go put on a whole costume, and again, you don't want to be distracting, but give a hint maybe. Maybe hint's the right word. Give a hint of your character. Last night I sent in a self-tape to audition for a series found on Actors Access. I got an EcoCast. Anyways, of a waitress. And so I wore a white shirt and I stole my mom's name tag from her job and then covered up the place just to give a little look, so that way the casting director, whoever, could see me as that character. So maybe my pin was too much. I don't know, but I just wanted, what I've heard is, even going to in-person auditions, which I can do another video about that, of things that I've learned. But yeah, give a hint of what your character might dress like. It might help you as an actor get into character, but it also gives the person watching an idea of what you will look like and how you could be that character. I'm trying to talk fast, so this isn't too long. Oh, another thing with camera is you can also subtly work with camera angles. So let's say you are auditioning for a part where you're a little sister talking to an adult, or your big sister, or someone of authority. What you can even do is sort of think like a videographer, just a little bit, of tilt your camera down a little bit, so that way you're talking more up. Again, not into the lens, but afar, just to show the sort of hierarchy just in film. That is another way that you can show how you can advocate for the character. And if you are talking to someone below you in a hierarchy, you can even bring the camera down a little bit and tilt up just a little bit. Again, you don't want to be distracting, but just so you are more authoritative, you're higher than them. That's just a tip that I've learned from a few different videos that can just bring in another bonus edge to your audition or your self-tape that could help you. And again, if it's a whole bunch of just little tweaks that help an audition, like that could be something push you to get a call back. And so it's worth it, just little things. Okay, for the slate at the end, I was recently new to all this lingo, so if you don't know what a slate is, it's really just a little video I've heard from most people that they usually, from casting directors and such, that it's a little video over your whole self-tape at the very end of your video. So they usually want you to, again, this changes per casting director, but what I've heard is that start right away in your self-tape of your acting, nothing of distraction, and then after that put a slate, which is like a few second video of you actually looking into the camera this time and giving off your name. I wrote down everything because I have a terrible name, height, union, representation, and location. You don't have to do that for every single time. Often what I found is that casting directors will tell you what to put in your slate. For last night, they told me to put my location, my availability, and my full name. And so that's what I did. But a slate can really just look like this, where it's you showing yourself, no longer as character. And so it would be like, hi, my name, I don't know if you do a hand. I should probably look that up. I've been going like, hi. Okay, you're gonna look like this. Hi, my name is Cody Warnell. I'm a non-union actor based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I'm 5'2", and I don't have representation. I don't know if I would add that part. I think I haven't added that part. So if you have representation, I think you can say that. Or if you're in the union, you can say that. But yeah. Okay, so just a little thing where they just see you. I think I'm gonna do more research on slates, but still I hope you gained something from that, because I have learned something. And then finally, my last point is that I forget what it's called. So you have your monologue or your dialogue video. Then you have your slate of you saying your name and height or union status or whatever, and where you're from, depending on. And then right after that, I have done a picture of my headshot, so still frame, picture of my headshot, and then my contact information. So depending on, depending on where I'm auditioning to, if it's like a playhouse or if it's through Actors Access where they can just send me an email or something like that, I can put my email and phone number, but I usually put headshot, my name, email, and sometimes I'll do non-union, or I'll do, if a shoot is like specifically looking for Pittsburgh actors, then I'll put like Pittsburgh. Yeah, so I think that's everything that I had to share today. I hope that you gained something from this, and again, this is a mutual benefit because it helps me remember more when I share it with other people. Yeah, so go work out. Okay, thanks for watching. And if I think I have more videos coming, but if there's anything specific that you don't have time to research and you'd like me to, right now I have time, so let me know and I'll check up a few different sources. Okay, bye.